I've been waiting since 2 days, and it's here. What is good, my guys and girls of YouTube? It is your boy Justin Omoi here at like 9:30 p.m. But I'm here with the Akai MPD232 for you. Just kidding, for me. But I'm making this video for y'all and for myself for a first reaction. Now you may be wondering, why is this not in a brown box and why didn't you surprise us? Well, Amazon came through with it so late that literally the skinny version of Santa Claus came to my door. Be like, yo, is this blank 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 address number? I'm like, yeah, I've been waiting. It got tape on it, you can see stickers, so it kind of messed the vibe of having a clean box. In the front you can see this beautiful image of the whole keyboard. You can see it says MPD232 MIDI pad controller step sequencer, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this, because I saw that I'm like, yo, gotta do it. The other reason why I bought this version instead of the other two was because of colors. All the way at the left says genuine MPC pads. So yes, MPC. MPC stands for what? Music Production Center? Music Production Console. Also sometimes MIDI pad console. It's confusing. I don't know why. And by the way, don't tell people that you got MPD, but MPD stands for, I don't know, MIDI pad device. Music production device. On the bottom, included software, MPC Essentials, and it has Ableton Live Light. I have no idea why that symbol is like that. Big Bang Cinematic Percussion, almost said ceramic, and Big Bang Universal Drum. So we're getting some sounds with this B. On the back, comes with 64 part 32 step sequencer, 2 control pad events, 16 thick fat RGB illuminated velocity and pressure sensitive MPC pads, 64 assignable pads, 8 assignable faders, 8 Q link knobs, 8 this, that, 72 controllers with 3 banks, all that, 30 presets. I don't know what iOS, oh no, I don't use iOS. MIDI in out jacks, which is pretty cool, by the way. They convert it from headphone port to MIDI, so that's pretty tight. Dedicated transport control, so pretty cool. And it comes with Ableton Live Light, Akai Pro MPC Essentials, which I believe is the software you could use as a standalone to use this with, you know, all the features fully and nicely. In the box content, we got the device itself, MPD232, download cards, USB cable, user guide, safety, warranty, MIDI adapter cables. Awesome. If you want to see the requirements, just pause it right now. You could, you know, check that out. Let's not forget the smell. Oh, I swear I smell reindeer in this. St. Nick been checking out the product real quick. Eggnog. Alright guys and girls, what I'm going to do now is take the MPD, install it, and I'm going to run it in FL Studio. Real quick, here's the guidebook inside the box. There's a USB cable that comes with it. Here's the MIDI with the audio jacks, which is pretty cool. We're using Ableton. There's the warranty guidebook. You don't really gotta read that. This one you gotta read the instruction, like 16 pages. And lastly, the thing. That's cool. I like the power button. USB, MIDI out, in, Kessenting lock. Yeah. Alright guys and girls, I am in FL Studio with the Akai MPD232, as you see here. My bad for the dark view, but this is the only way to get the LCD to show up. For those who seen me on my Snapchat, y'all seen me, like, you know, with my foot in water. Yeah, it's the same foot that just got hurt so bad. Alright, but anyways, once you turn on the power for this, like, I'll show you. I'll just might as well turn it off and on, right? Pop, off. First thing you gotta do is turn it on, of course, and bam. It'll start off possibly with preset 1 live light here, like you see, but you'll have to scroll over until you find FL Studio, which is number 11, and it'll change colors of the pads, so you'll know that it's different. If you haven't already, go into your MIDI profile setting over here by going to options, MIDI, or F10. Hit refresh if you don't see MPDs in here. Enable the MPD232 for the input, and as well as the MPD232 for the output. The reason why we want to set the output as well is because we're going to be sending the time, the tempo data, you know, all this stuff here, into this little console, this little MIDI drum pad, you know, thing. So first of all, when you have preset FL Studio, you know, set up, you're gonna try and hit play and it's not gonna work for you. The reason why is because you'll have to edit it and change the preference of the transport tools. So this is the second thing we'll do. Edit, click on the transport, so I'll hit stop and see how it says MIDI Realtime for me. For y'all, it'll probably be on, I don't know, MIDI CC or something. I don't remember. Put it on MIDI Realtime, so this will be going, you know, with the project. So if you were to hit, you know, play, it'll play how it is in project. You can press play again to pause, etc., etc. So once you try it, good, just like that. Next up, you'll have to go to your global settings. This is so we could set the tempo to go with the program. Keep pressing right until you see tempo or clock. Actually, clock. It's not a time. Make sure the clock is set to external. Alright, by setting it to external, we'll be using the cable to, you know, pick up the out from the MIDI and get the tempo data, the speed from there, rather than internal, where this thing will, you know, try and determine it for itself, or if you manually select the tempo. See how this tempo set 131 here? That's not the right tempo in the project, but this we don't have to worry about. This, as long as it's on external, we're good. So yeah, once you have the global set, the tempo will stick to it. So if I go in here and hit play, see how it's matching? Okay. If yours is slow like this, you could hit the time division key and go to 116, right? And you see how it's off sync right now? Just simply stop and then start again. Just like that. Yeah, the tempo here will always keep going. Even if you like stop or you skip in the project, it's gonna stay going. So make sure you keep that in mind, that you hit stop and then play when you want to, you know, deal with the sequencer. So cool. I have here two MPDs or FPCs, my bad. And yeah, as you see, when I tap the corresponding pads, it works. I can even go into the bank B, which is the second half of the FPC. I'll bring it up here, clicking this. Just like that. I don't have anything set for these rows here. Cool. In order to set this right, you'll have to go over here to your FPC in FL Studio. It comes with FL Studio. Click down here and go to Map Notes for entire bank. So it'll do for bank A when you select bank A. Map Notes, just click it and then click from the bottom to top like this. 1. And once you finish the 16, you'll be good. I'm not good at it. You do have to keep in mind though that if you do switch between banks, that these notes, some of these notes do conflict. Some of them would be like A5, and then in bank B down here would be A5 as well. So if you were to hit C and then hit like A5, it would be the same like hitting bank B, right? Going to B and then hitting this one down here. That's an example. But if you want to change that, which I highly recommend, you could click edit, tap on the pad that you want to change, and all the way down here, hopefully you can see that, it says note, and then it says C_2 for this one. That is what I set it on. You could go down here like this and twist the knob until you set to the right one. For me, I did C2, so I'll show you an example of that. Hopefully you can see it. Let me move away from it so it's not blinking. C2, C2 sharp, or C sharp 2, I think. Yeah. D2, D sharp 2. I really hope you could see that. But yeah, I did that. So C, D, E, F, G all the way up to here, which is D sharp 3. And then in bank B, this is E3, which is after D sharp, all the way up to G sharp 4. C, or here's A4. So yeah, let me pull up a piano. For this last here, the bank D, I did not set this one, so you'll notice that it doesn't sound gradually going up in the scale. So hear this. Okay, my bad. It actually does, but the notes aren't the ones that gradually go up from this one. See, this one says A4, and this one it says A2, pad 49, which is for the bank first. So I would have to change that from, for example, I'll go to C, the last one's C6. For D, I'm going to go up one, so it'll be what, B6? So let's see, B or D6 or something like that. C sharp 6. C sharp 6. So here. This is so we can have all the notes unique. That way, if we do have a drum pad that does have, 4 banks, which I wish would happen, I'm not sure. I gotta look more into it, but for FPC, the one in FL Studio, this one got 2, which is bank A and B. I tried playing them simultaneously, but it's not that easy. Anyways, one last cool thing that I'll show you before I end this video is that you could also set this. Let me close this. You see over here where these green marks are? You could click on these little buttons here. But yeah, once you have time division and all that off, you could edit and then click on this little switch buttons. And you could change the type from CC, which is constant control, into a program changer. Now, program change is going to be these over here. These are all programs. So for this one, it'll be on 0. If I press this button, it'll go up to FPC drums. So watch. So you see how I went to FPC drums over there? Cool. If I do this, I'll change it from CC to program change and then go to 1. It'll be the second one. So same thing with the third. Program change. Cool. And for the third one, I put the third, which is 002. So if I were to hit 1, it'll go on the 1. My bad for the loudness. If I go to 2, which is the second FPC over here that I threw in a couple samples in. And yeah, the third one, I'll hit FM8. It's that same thing I was showing you just now, the FM8 VST here from Native Instruments. That's just some of the functions that you can do. If you want to see more on faders, how to link faders, here's an example, I guess. I'll do it to the master, link to controller. I'll take this first fader knob here, and you see how it moves, so. Yeah, I did more in depth on the faders. You could click the I button that's up at the top where that little fruit image is, and you could get to that video just like that if you do, want to set this up. That's basically it that I want to show for you guys and girls. Yeah. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If so, thumbs up the video. If you want me to do another product review, let me know, because I'm always down to do so when I have money. And hell, if one of your uncles or aunties work at, one of these places like Blue, Novation, Base Station, if anybody, you got relatives, be like, yo, send one over to me, man. Help. Thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more of these type of videos where I do reviews. Of course, in this channel, I be teaching people about music, how to do music, equipment, etc. So if you are someone who wants to work with music, this is the channel, man. This is the plug right here. for you. And lastly, if you want to see me put this MPD to action, go ahead and check out my Beats channel because I'll be putting up a video over there. If you are interested in buying one of these MPDs, or perhaps one of the lower versions where it's just like the square, you could go ahead and do so. It's going to be in the it's going to be in the description down below. I'll have links for it. So go ahead, click down there. Maybe it's in the I button. Click it. Enjoy. Bye. YOLO. My name is Justin Omoi. With that being said, peace. I'm out.